2 kids. I used to have 1 kid, and there was a point where I had no kids. But right now, I have 2 kids. Let's talk about having kids. I recently heard someone say, I don't want any kids because I love having lots of disposable cash. Then you have someone like me who's 45 and both of my kids are legal adults. So we get to do grown-up kind of stuff. We get to have conversations that are kind of grown-up stuff. We don't have to worry about making bottles at 2 in the morning or packing diaper bags or making sure there's enough room for car seats and strollers or any of those things. It's a different dynamic because my kids are grown. So some folks have kids when they're younger, some way younger than others, and some have kids older, some way older than others. So at what age should you have kids? I don't know. What I do know is that we should never make others feel bad for either having kids really young or older or really older. Let's grab that example I used earlier about the guy who said he didn't want any kids because he loved having a lot of disposable cash. I understand that and I get what he meant, but what if someone, a young person who has his kid, 2-year-old baby, who's struggling financially, he's broke, he's poor, he could barely make ends meet, and he hears that, how do you think he's gonna feel? If he's already feeling bummed out, if he's already having to struggle, if he's already gonna have to climb in that vertical hill, and then he hears something like that, you could bring him down a little bit more, or at least make that struggle just a little colder. On the other hand, the other example, let's say you have an older guy who's bragging about how great it is to have his kids grown, and he has all this energy and he has all this time, and they get to participate in all these activities that grown-ups get to participate because their kids are now adults and he's a relatively young adult himself, so they're having a great time together. He's bragging about all the great things and all the benefits of having his kids young, and an older couple hears that. An older couple who's been trying to have a baby for the last 10-15 years, and they know they're coming to a point where that's just maybe not gonna happen. The hopes are diminishing every year. How do you think those comments are gonna make them feel? That can make their winter a little colder. That can make their struggle, their challenge just a little bit harder. Instead of you being the words of making them feel a little better or giving them hope, encouragement, a little bit of optimism, you make them feel just that much more challenged. The best thing I've learned to do is to try to express yourself without shaming the other person, without bringing the other person down. Matter of fact, you could even make it about them. Hey, you're so lucky for having kids so young. You're so lucky you get to try to have kids right now. You're so lucky that you waited to have kids till now. Good luck with trying. I hope the best. I wish you the best for you to be successful in having a kid. Put together your words to where you give them hope, you give them optimism, you bring them up, you give them a reason to feel a little bit better, you make their winter a little warmer. Whatever the case is, make it about them and bring them up. If it's your situation, know that you're in a good place. Bring yourself up. You get to experience this right now. You're here and you get to experience what it is that you're experiencing, and it's gonna come at the perfect time. If you're making it for somebody else, make them feel good. Make them feel that they are experiencing the perfect situation. You're trying, keep on trying. You'll get it. You're experiencing it, excellent. Enjoy the experience. You get to have it early. You get to have it late. Whatever the case, make it about them and bring them up. The having kid topic is a touchy subject, I understand that. And it's filled with lots of opinions, and most of them are valid. The only thing I'm saying is that don't push your opinion up by bringing someone else's situation down. Yeah, yeah.